For every document I produce, page setup is important. However, every document might need a different page setup. To achieve the look I want, I might use a standard paper size, such as legal, letter or envelope, or I might choose one of the international paper sizes, such as A4. I can even use a custom size, as long as my printer will accept it. To set up the page, I use the Page Layout tab on the ribbon. This document has its paper size set to A4. If I select size, I can see that selection. I'm going to change the paper size to A3 for a much bigger page. I don't often use such big paper, so I'll change it back to A4. Another important aspect of layout is orientation. We're looking at a page which has a portrait orientation. With the orientation option, I can change that to landscape. It's not quite so easy to see this, so let me use the zoom slider so that you can see the effect of that a little more easily. With the orientation option in the page setup group, I can easily change back to portrait. Another important aspect of page setup is the number of columns on a page. This document has one column. If I use the columns control, I can make it a two-column document. Note that this is not the same as putting a table on the page. I can combine this with changing it to a landscape document. You can see how quickly and easily the overall layout of the document can be changed. I'm going to change everything back to the way it was. As we've seen, the page setup of a document is very important. Other important features and properties include its size, its author, and so on. We're now going to look at some of the information we can store about a document. We're looking at the Word 2010 version of our document about Sydney. Access Backstage View, select Info, and on the right we can see some basic properties of the document, including the author, the number of pages, and the number of words. If we click on Properties and then Advanced Properties, we can see a dialog with a number of tabs, each of which lets us see or change some document properties. On the Summary tab, we can enter the title. Let's put Long Weekend. And subject, enter Sydney. The Statistics tab tells us a lot about the document itself. When we finish making changes, we click OK to save the properties we've entered or changed.